Welcome back, my gardening friends, to my jobs for January, and at this rate we're going to get nothing done. But while I'm in the greenhouse on plot 1, I can start thinking about clearing out the plants out of here. These are the sweet peas. I took those out the grow room because they were getting a bit leggy. They're now calmed down, they're in the cool, they'll be fine. But in the greenhouse we've got the rainwater gravity fed wick guttering system, so the guttering goes all the way around. We did find that if we didn't put those bits of plastic on, the wood chips drawed all the moisture out, so that was a good lesson learned, and it'd be nice just to clear all this up. We did okay in here. There's the wicks, and I'll try and put the video up of me setting all this up in the description at the end, or in a card, depending if I can find it or get hold of it. There's the New Zealand spinach. The seeds are at the back, and we'll see if that overwinters all right. We'll take these peppers off now, chilies, before they get frosted and cold too much. It'd be nice to get this sorted. I'll be able to get the pomegranate bush out, and the main reason for not being successful in here is because we had the grapevine inside, so that's all been cut back now, as you can see, and I'll keep it outside for now. So at least that's a little job I can do during January, as and when the weather allows us. So I've got my camera protected. I've got a piece of cardboard on the front and a piece of cardboard on the back to protect it. We'll see how this goes. If this doesn't go well, I'll be taking that out and then putting the mint into there. Wildlife gardens looking different. Nothing to do here in January. We'll be working on this in March. I might tackle some of these trees and give them their winter prune. I'm not awfully good at pruning, but we got some decent apples, and during January we'll keep loading the leaves up into there. And I still haven't been able to get this up there. The snow will blow in there, especially if we get the beast from the east, so it'd be nice to get that on, being I've got a piece of polycarbonate that does suit. So that's another job I need to do, and all the wet and moisture we've had, these leaves are compacting down nicely. I don't push them down, I just let them get on with it. I've now protected, let's lift you right up in the air, my 12-month-old leaf mould that we moved over. That's got some cardboard on and a couple of blocks just to hold it down, and hopefully, if the weather holds, we've got an autumn fruiting raspberry there, but then the rest of the canes all the way back. It's only the first bunch that actually fruited. I'll be leaving all those because they must be they fruit on the second year's growth. The only way I was going to find out was hacking everything off at the bottom, but you can see how these straps have kept it all nice and tidy. I'll be having a go at breaking all this found compost up and popping it into some bags or into one of my containers. The autumn fruiting raspberries, they'll all get cut down to the bottom. I'll do a separate video on that. We'll physically pull all these runners out and then get all the strawberry runners out of this path, and we'll pop the wood chips down there, which we've got at the ready. And these are quite a nice wood chip. A little bit chilly at the moment, but yeah, some good wood chips. And because the blackberry bush did really well, I'll be cutting out some of the old wood now, if I can find any, so that it encourages it to put out new fresh shoots. I'm not going to do nothing on the giant cabbage patch. I think I'm going to have to purchase a full roll, a 50-metre roll of the blue plastic pipe to create the cage here on plot 1, and the shade protection for the square foot gardening and the vertical beds. The fruit cage will be getting in there in January. We won't be touching the blueberries unless it's because we've got a little bit of dead wood, but I want to train these vertically now, not in a goblet. These have all been trained into a goblet. We've got plenty of new growth in the middle. We'll be cutting all these out the outside, and then we will create the same as what we've done with the raspberry, with those straps to hold all the branches up when they heavily fruit. They're going to heavily fruit, aren't they, guys? They'll do that for me. And the new bushes down here are doing well, seem full of life. And of course the summer fruiting raspberry, that was done as soon as the fruits had finished, and we left all the new growth in for this year. So most of the beds now, we won't have to do nothing with them. The green manure, in a past video we did set a trap here. Let's see what if anything. There we go. Looks like we've got our little friend, so hopefully if I keep that trap sorted, we'll eventually get rid of them all. I thought it was a rat, but it definitely mice. I've just had a quick look and I cannot see where he's got in. There's no holes or nothing. They are a remarkable animal. They can squeeze through a hole the size of a pencil. As you can see, the broad beans don't like the cold. They flop their heads over, but they will come back. And I shall have to watch this netting. We don't want it collapsing, and I'll be leaving the sprouts as long as I can to see how well they you should buy the sprouts on the stems, but of course they start going soft, so I've left them in the ground, and I'll leave those in the ground all the way through January. There's enough Brussels sprouts there to last us through this month. Again, we'll have to keep an eye on the netting over the spring cabbage. I'll continue harvesting the potatoes from the permanent bed, and these are all well insulated, so hopefully they won't get frosted. But yeah, we've had some good potatoes out of here. And the main job for January, February and March will be the polytunnel build. I've managed now to get rid of that last barrel, so I can start running a line along here. We're already sorted across that side, and we've had another lot of wood chips that I was going to put down, but I'm not going to be able to see where I am going. I'm certainly not stopping out in this today, but that's what we're looking to achieve. These are the curbstones, 4x4 to sit on there. I've got to find a way of fastening the 4x4 into the ground so we don't end up having it all blow away. And then it'll be 3x3, not 3x2 posts as uprights and cross points. 3x2 here, but I'll do a separate video, part 1, and then as I make the progress, because I always like to ask you, because you come up with such good ideas. And I am thinking, and I am probably going to double skin this with either bubble wrap, or when I buy the clear plastic on the outside, I'll buy twice as much and do the inside as well. It doesn't matter if it's at a bit of an angle like that, as long as it keeps the heat in. And probably one of the first jobs I'll try and do is to get this soil into here once I've put the plastic line around it. Maybe a job for today. I can get some wood chips down here as well and get all this nicely covered up, ready for you to see in one of my next videos. Well, a lovely snowy day on the plot. January jobs for January. There's not many, but they're going to take some getting done. Let's just back off into the shed. Oh, I wish I could get that going, but it's a little bit early yet. Don't want to create any smoke before midday. If you've liked the content of this video, then please consider subscribing. If not, thank you for the visit. Hit the like button and please leave me a comment. I'm very tempted to light the fire. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.